Hello, Internet, and welcome to Red Jenny, a Dragon Age story. We're so excited to finally be back and playing this ding-dang game. We had to take a couple of weeks off for injuries, which are still persisting, and illnesses, and holidays, and everything just kind of got in the way of the last few weeks, and we have scraped ourselves together, bandaged ourselves, taken some ibuprofen, and put ourselves in chairs to be here for you to play this game because we have missed it so much.
Definitely ibuprofen is what I'm
Definitely
using.
ibuprofen, the kind you smoke.
That's crack.
You smoke your ibuprofen? You gotta give me some of that. Yeah, you guys don't. Damn. I've been doing this shit all
This is how
wrong.
we're gonna get.
They don't sell anything where you live.
We're gonna get kicked
No,
off.
nothing. I don't get the flavor vape. I don't get the smokable ibuprofen. It's legal here.
Bananas.
They can't do shit to me.
I would say we just went off the rails, but apparently now we're on rails.
Okay. We have 2 hours, y'all. Gotta get
Let's
into
do
it.
this.
Let's get in. So the other thing I'll announce, because we're here, our schedule this weekend, we will be on for a game tomorrow. Our Ward 47 stream at 5 o'clock Eastern time. Come join us for that. And the rest of our schedule for the next week should be normal. Check out our Twitch page, or below our faces on Twitch. We've got a full lineup of everything that we've got going on right now on our schedule below our faces. That's it. I'm going to let my lovely players here introduce themselves and talk about who they are, what they do on off the channel, and who they are playing tonight, starting with Savvy.
Hello, I'm Savvy. You can find me on the internets at Savvy Seaworth, wherever you happen to be. I am live on this channel Thursdays through Mondays, either playing in games or running them. I run D&D on Mondays. It's great. Come hang out with us. It's finale week, baby. And then on Sunday nights, I am on twitch.tv/lbhackemut playing Dungeons and Dragons. But tonight, I am playing Venehn, a San Ilarian, who is an elven rogue, the only one in the party.
I think I'm
Yes.
next. Yeah! Hey, I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters and on the Hive socials at Greek Sid. I am here Thursdays through Mondays, mostly playing in games. On Thursdays, I run our game of Monster of the Week, Elegant Creatures, 7 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, my body is slowly falling apart and betraying me. So we, that on top of the holidays has kind of kept us from playing the past couple of weeks. But you know what? Just we're going to soldier on. We'll make it happen because they got to save the world, apparently. It'll be great. Check that out. Tonight, I am playing Yasmera. Yasmera is a Kunari rogue, the only one in the party.
And Wally, you're next.
Sup, y'all? It's me, Wally, your favorite non-binary assigned best friend on the internet. You can find me at WALLE132, like the cute little Disney robot, on all the social media platforms that you subscribe to, and it is on your phone. You can find me on Mondays at, finale. Speaking of finale week, yeah. You can find me this Monday at Gamer Dad's channel in Noria playing the finale of A Tale of Two Lions. Oh boy, it is gonna be big. I mean, I just learned my character is the cousin of another character that we've been playing with just this past week. It's gonna bananas, so let's see what happens as we are about to fight a giant necromancer. Then you can find me on Thursdays here playing some Monster of the Week Elegant Creatures, and you can find me Fridays here playing this wonderful Dragon Age TTRPG where I play Garas, the Elven Rogue, the only one in the party.
And our last rogue, Sita.
Hi, my name is John Cena. That's Sita, like the wife of Rama, not Cena, like the post-wrestler turned actor. Although we have discussed in weeks past that he is actually kind of cool. You can find me at Mr. Wilt, or as my friend Josh back in Missouri would like to say, Mr. Wild T, at the Twitter. And on that note, I have something for you viewers. Look at this lovely No Shave November that I've been developing.
He's going
Right.
public.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make it a poll, if anything. So the first adjustment I'm going to make is to turn it into the colonial, where I just shaved this bit off and I leave the burns and the mustache. And I would challenge you guys to hit me up on the Twitter and tell me what crazy facial hair you would like to see me transform through over the next 6 months, because I'm going to be doing it anyway. Put a hand in there. Let me know what you think.
Sita.
If you guys put some options in chat, I'll make a fucking poll right here, right now.
Do it. Do it.
God.
It'll
It's
just
gonna have to
run.
be. We'll just have to run the poll, and I feel like one of the options on the poll should just be to like stop, like pause, stop, and then whatever that is, that's your facial hair for the rest of the year.
Oh no, yes. Yes. Like, even if someone tells you to do a it's like all you do is keep just this part and everything else is gone. And you get rid of this, so it's naked right there, but just these two parts right there.
All right,
You did this.
Yeah,
You
I started
invited
it.
this.
Or we can
into
get
your
the Michael
life.
Jordan, like, I'm trying to be young haircut,
I'll
where he
do
gets
it.
the reverse Hitler right there in his chin.
No,
His chin
okay,
lip.
God.
there's got to be some limits.
All
There's got to be
right.
some limits.
Okay.
Chat
no.
says
Gotta
make-
be, don't get me beat up or arrested.
Chat says make the beard 2 devil horns pointing down. Which I
I'll
like.
do that, but
That's
God
good.
help me if I get stuck with that for a year. I'm gonna take it out on the 3 of you.
Oh, that'll be great.
Anyway,
Wait, which one of us isn't it getting taken out
Obviously me.
Tonight,
Smart man. Smart man. Make it a mystery.
Carter, the 4th rogue, who is not a real good rogue because he's not a rogue. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and run it with that, Val. Back to you.
Oh, thanks, John. Oh my god.
Back to
How's
Val
the
in the
weather over
studio.
Hi Ray, I'm Val. You can find me at the Kraken's Crown on Hive and Instagram. I'm here Thursdays through Mondays playing and running games. Most notably, other than this game, I run the Parslings game on Saturdays, playing our Ward 47 game, which is super swell. You should join us for that, especially if you like what you see here today, because it's a lot of the same shenanigans that I let my players get up to.
I'm not sure you could stop that train.
I'm not sure. Yeah, jeez, I've been frantically trying to pull the brakes for months. We're just
Joke's on you. We got the lines.
yeah. Y'all ready to jump right back into it?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Make us sad now.
Well,
Make us cry. Make us cry, Sita.
pain.
lots of sadness. Previously on Red Jenny, I would do a real quick recap. We started off with a rather dramatic scene as Yaz and Venn were battling some undead in a graveyard that had risen up to attack as he had been robbing their corpses. You were stopped, or after you had defeated the corpses and began to rob them, you were stopped as a new figure approached, a Templar by the name of Lucia de Lunar, the Templar that whose journal you had stolen, who seemed to be involved in this misadventure. You were able to successfully blackmail her to return to the Red Jenny with you, and you did so, arriving after Garas and Carter had calmed down a rather upset blood mage, Tybalt, who had, after his accident, almost draining Carter of his blood, tried to flee into the city and get some space from all of you. You were able to convince him to return and help talk him down. And he mentioned that there was something he wanted to tell the group of you once he had a chance to. You returned back to the unnamed tavern and had a conversation with your newest recruit, I guess, Lucia, who told you about her her story kind of filled in some of the gaps from her journal that you had not been able to fill in yourselves. Specifically, that this murder, these corpses, came from an attack against one of the mages in the college by some of the other Templars that were stationed there. The mage lost control of their power, went sort of berserk, became an abomination, and attacked and killed a couple of the Templar guards. Lucia, obviously very distraught by this whole experience and very disillusioned by the Templar Order, was swayed by your words and your intentions to maybe disrupt some of this order within the tower. And she agreed, to some extent at least, that she would help you. And before you called it a night, Lucia, returning back to her post, everybody else having some drinks in the tavern, Ty, or Tybalt, asked Carter if they could speak privately for a moment, and retreated to the secret chambers of the unnamed bar, where he revealed a brand on his back. And Carter, you immediately recognize this as the mark that a Tevinter order of mages, sort of, I guess some might call terrorists within the Tevinter empire, used to brand their slaves. And that's where we're picking up here today. I'm gonna put us on maybe some suspenseful dialogue. Let's see if the song hits us. That's where I want to pick up. So Carter, Ty's just shown you this this brand. You get a good look at it. I mean, this is long scarred over. It looks like this is something that he was probably marked with years ago. And pulls his shirt back down and sits at the edge of the bed. Again, this was on his back, so he kind of turns back around to face you and sits.
I think that Carter, not being 100% aware of social norms or what signals he might be sending out, as Ty would go to lower his shirt, would put a hand on his shoulder, and with his other hand, with his middle finger, would start tracing the mark on Ty's back.
Okay.
And he would say, "You were a slave of the Venatori."
He sort of like freezes in place and says, I don't know if I'd put that in the past tense.
Are you bound to them now?
He nods.
How?
They're the ones that sent me here. I was instructed to be captured, knowing that they would bring me to the White Spire for torture and interrogation.
You have shown me the mark. If there is more to this. You have gone this far. You may tell me the rest.
He sighs I think he moves to put his shirt back on, and sits down, like, with a heavy sigh, almost like leaning his elbows on his knees, looking down at the floor. He says, I've been a slave to the Venatori all my life. Since I was born, my parents, I guess, traded me or were slaves themselves, I'm not sure. And when I grew older, they discovered that I had a gift, that I was fade touched, and that I could understand and practice blood magic, which to them was a very powerful gift. And you probably already know this, but typically only nobility in Tevinter are capable of using blood magic.
My family was the furthest line of defense against your people during the war. I am educated in many of the ways of Tevinter.
When a Venatori having a slave with the ability to use blood magic under their control would have as much power as one that could wield it themselves. Maybe even more, given that the consequences of using such powers wouldn't fall on them. I was trained to be an assassin of sorts, and a spy, both in Tevinter and outside of it. And then when the march was coming to an end, and the Venatori wished to learn more or maintain their hold here in Orlais, they sent me here, commanding me to be captured by the Orlesians during their retreat. For the purposes of making contact with the spy they have within the White Tower. I was supposed to be arrested, brought here. The spy was supposed to make contact with me, pass along whatever information they had uncovered, and allow me to escape, so I could bring it back to my masters. But they never did. I'm not even sure at this point whether they existed or whether it was just a convenient means of getting rid of me, but whoever their spy is within the spire is either dead or never existed or had no reason to follow their orders. So instead I was imprisoned for years.
Why have you told me this?
Because at this point I think that I've been abandoned by the only people that gave me a home, as cruel and unforgiving as that home was. And you four have been kind to me, a kindness that I did not know Orlesians were even capable of. But I fear that you'll continue to put yourselves in danger if you don't know the truth.
Are you afraid of rejection from the rest of us?
The thought did cross my mind, which is why I'm telling you first, because I do not know how the others would react to this information. Especially Yasmera.
I believe that two elves deep within a human city, and especially a Kunari, exhibiting no signs that I am familiar with, being a follower of the king, would be particularly understanding. Even if Yasmera is more than what she seems, and I think that she is. That notwithstanding, we are a group of exceptions to the rule. I believe, Tybalt, Ty, that you are as well. The decision is yours. I will speak no word of it. But if my observations mean something to you, you are welcome to tell them. It would increase a bond. For what it is worth, we are all slaves, or have been. Even the young Templar. You have not seen their order from the inside, as I have. I have no love for them, but their young are indoctrinated. Pages from an age barely more than a child, and squires out of teens. They are there are similarities to slavery from birth. If the Venatori, if your master contacted you, what would you do, Ty?
No.
It would be my observation that your quality of life, your meaning would be greater with us.
He thinks on that for a bit and looks up from the floor. I'll tell them. And if they want me to stay, I'll stay. And if they want me to leave, then I'll leave. Because I'd much rather be able to, if my master does come to call, tell him to go fuck himself, knowing that I have powerful allies to back up my words.
A Magister of Deventer would easily destroy us.
Probably.
As long as you understand the risks, I am pleased to have you with us.
I want to know that the others understand those risks as well.
That is kind of you, I think.
I suppose we should talk to them. If they're not pissed drunk already.
What time of day is it? Or night? This was like
I think it's evening still. Time's a little
Well, because this is
wibbly-wobbly, but-
after we got attacked by zombies, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
this
the
is
middle of
still-
the night.
Yeah, I think it is dead of night. It's 1:30.
Shall we return then?
Aye. Okay. And he looks nervous still, but a little more resolute, knowing that this won't be a surprise to everyone in the room at the same time. And heads back out. Everyone else, Venehn, Yas, Garas, what was there anything you were doing? Any important conversations we need to go over while they were gone?
I have
Garrus
something
is
for when they
stealing
come
all my
back.
liquor.
If you have something for when they come back, we can pick up there. I just want to make sure I don't skip over anything that might have been happening while they were gone.
Yes, I'd already started making adjustments to the clothing and armor. that
Okay, yes,
they
I
already
remember.
had.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So they return from the secret.
I'm
tunnel.
just saying, I know a lot of people look down on necromancy, whatever. I think it's prudish and it freaks people out. But if they were able to take those bones and bring dinosaurs back, I would go see them.
Okay, Ben, I love you. You are the light of my life, and you make the things sing in my head that give me joy. But really, you need to get off the dinosaur kick. What is your obsession with the dinosaurs?
I just think they're really interesting and cool. And also, maybe I could ride one of the little ones like a chocobo.
So you want to ride a little dinosaur? Are you
Well-
ready? Are you ready for the responsibility to take care of a dinosaur? Because
I
am
take
not
care of
good-
you.
I'm
Oh,
not
I am
feeding
not-
a dinosaur. Do you
See,
know how much
that's
that
what
would
that-
fucking cost?
That's what I was going to say. I
I'll
was
get
going
one
to
of the
say,
nice ones at each plant.
but I was going to say because
There's a lot of
if-
plants.
There's
That's
a lot of plants. That
It's
is
better than a lot of goats or whatever the big ones eat.
Because imagine if a dinosaur is basically like 5 cows that they're eating for about 5 cows. So that's a lot of plants and
It's a
everything.
little lot.
That's
I'm just
3
saying,
If you
cows.
wanted to
I think
start a
it'll be-
ranch, you would need a lot of land. I mean, they would be clearing a lot of fields. It would still be a very large endeavor. I'm just saying.
I could just own the dino ranch instead of paying to go visit it.
Oh, that is a
Now
very good
you're
idea,
thinking
yes.
with all sides of the brain, right there.
That's a business
Oh no, I don't
venture.
do that. Hi, Carter.
I'm so upset now that we've definitely gone AU Dragon Age at this point, that we've introduced dinosaurs and chocobos into the. into
You
the
tell me there's not
universe.
shit in this universe that looks like griffins are a thing. I bet there are dinosaurs.
Well, Venehn is like full-on She-Hulk Deadpool levels of fourth wall breaking.
Yeah.
You might as well just start looking directly into the camera. And
Oh,
talk
Venehn
about
lives in a
the
different
universe.
universe. He lives in a universe of his own design.
I love it. Yeah. So Carter comes back out, followed by Ty.
I'm just saying, I think it would be cool.
Oh, hello, Carter. Hello, Ty. How are you two doing? Do you have a good conversation?
Carter, do I need to take in your tranquil robes, or do they still fit? Have you put on any weight since then, or taken off any weight, or?
Oh yeah, no, that reminds me. I did actually want to grab those out of my.
Yeah, it's
So
fine. You could have done
like a real quick mini scene, Carter would have opened his closet and pushed some clothes out of the way and had the slightly bloodied brown tranquil robes and his apprentice staff that is broken into 2 pieces down the middle. So he would have wrapped those up into a cloak and brought them. So it's apropos that you asked. Yes, there are
Fashion
some
show time.
adjustments that need to be made. And rolls the cloak onto the bar table and starts showing you some of the. There's only a few, but there's some gashes with some old bloodstains around the edges.
So dry clean as well. Right. Alright. I don't know how much I can do for the staff. So
I can probably do that.
Alright. Just doesn't say anything else. Just starts sewing shit up, patching things up, scrubbing out bloodstains.
Carter will pull out that old dusty bottle of oh, my brain just crapped out. Not us, the other guys. Not the Orlesians.
Tevinter?
Tevinter, thank you. Of that last little bit of Tevinter wine that he's got. And he'll pour that out and hand it to Ty. And then just sort of, I don't know if maybe like Garas is standing at the bar or something, but whoever's there just kind of softly push out of the way and get into his foot spots.
Right.
Let me see what I can do with the staff.
I don't mean to distract everyone from their work, but part of the reason that I left with Carter was to ask him a question, and well, there's something that I need to tell all of you.
If it's that you're gay, we already know.
No, we figured that out like a while back.
That's not what I was going to say, but thank you for... Right.
We don't care.
No.
All right. And he just lays it out. I'm not going to go through everything again because y'all heard it, but he goes through everything that he told Carter.
Oh shit, that's fucked up.
It'll show you the scar too.
Whoa. I've never seen one in person.
I mean, I've only heard stories of them. Yeah. Wow.
Are you trackable?
Probably.
Well, we're all kind of traceable.
From how far of a distance?
I mean, they know that I'm in Orlais.
Well,
That was my assignment.
they knew you were in Orlais a long time ago, it sounds like. You could be long gone as far as they know. They probably think you're dead.
When was your last communication?
2 years. Before I was incarcerated.
Wait, 2 years before you were incarcerated, or 2 years, before you were incarcerated?
The latter, sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Paused there.
No, that's okay. I'm dumb.
At least
I mean,
you
I-
understand how commas modify the active.
I work for rich people now, so they care about that kind of thing.
Well, I hate to say it, but probably after you were incarcerated is probably when they decided to cut their losses and, well, not care.
Or they have someone on the inside. Honestly.
Or
That's what
maybe
I
the
do.
spy had it out for you.
Suppose there are a few ways that I could see things playing out. Either there is a spy within the tower and they decided to leave me there until they actually needed to get out, so maybe they just left me knowing I wasn't going anywhere until they were ready to pass along their information. It wouldn't surprise me if my masters had sent me here and not fully made clear how long I was supposed to wait.
Is it possible that they also got caught?
That is also possible too.
Maybe they didn't leave you. Maybe something bad happened.
Perhaps.
Well, out of character, how long ago was the end of the war? Vaguely, it doesn't have to be down to a number, but like recently or over a decade or over a
It hasn't
generation.
been that long. No. I think it's been about a year or two. I mean, it's been within that time. He was brought in shortly before the end of the Exalted March, around the time that Orlais was withdrawing to deal with the threat of the Darkspawn. It's not a short process. It's not something that just happens in one day. So he was arrested earlier on in that process. The war probably ended. Like, they officially withdrew from Tevinter within the next year. So the war itself has probably been over for about a year now.
If the Black Chantry is at all like ours, you may have been viewed as no more than a disposable asset.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you this too. The Venatori exist outside of the Black Chantry and Tevinter. They are essentially insurgents they go against Tevinter. They want Tevinter to be. They're trying to change it essentially. They're dissidents within Tevinter. Extremists, I guess you could say. So
There were several Exalted Marches, right?
yes, there were a few. This is probably like the fourth or fifth one.
Okay.
There's been a bunch.
Were they close together, or were they
No, this has
far
been spread
apart?
out over hundreds of years. Yeah.
Okay.
You
Exalt-
get a crusade, and
Yeah.
you get a crusade.
This was the
and
Exalted
you
March
get a
against
crusade.
Tevinter. There have been Exalted Marches against the Dales. There have been Exalted Marches. There's been several against Tevinter. So, yeah. Orlais just calls it an Exalted March whenever they go to war with somebody, basically. Because they're stuck up like that.
One might say xenophobic.
Yeah, and religiously oriented. So yeah, I just want to bid that context that this wouldn't be the will of he would not have been sent here by the will of Tevinter. This was the will of the Venatori specifically.
Then I usually dislike going, oh no, I guess I didn't say that then, but I think in this case I probably wouldn't. Carter would not have said that. However, I think anybody looking around would notice that Carter is looking directly at each of you far more than he would normally.
Well, I'm glad we know.
I mean, it is. It's a lot to swallow, that's for sure. But thank you for telling us. It's just, it's just another thing we got to worry about. There's nothing like we're not any of us aren't wanted people.
I don't know if it's escalated to the level of worry yet. Maybe
Oh,
just
no.
we just put pin in that one, and then we know it's there.
Yeah, we just put that on the board. That's a little note.
I couldn't in good conscience continue to stay here without telling you, because, you obviously are aware that the Church and the Templars are looking for me. But on top of that now, or to your knowledge at least, now that you're aware that it's possible that the Venatori may come looking for me at some point if they learn that I'm still alive, or that I've escaped.
It's always possible something bad will happen. For what it's worth, after the next day or so, I'm pretty sure the Templars are going to be looking for all of us, so...
If you go in your whole entire life not thinking anything bad is going to happen, then you're just a fool.
Yeah. But we don't have to constantly fear them. We just know they might happen. So we're prepared.
You know what? There's a thing. There's a difference between confidence and ignorance. You know, we got a lot of confidence.
So you're sure you want me to stay?
Of course.
Yeah. Plus, if it take too long to find another tie, I mean, someone as wonderful and charming as you, you would, if you were gone, that's such an empty, vacant space we would have to fill.
It would be sad.
He does kind of, like, again, not just standing there staring at her, he does give a glance over to Yaz, to kind of gauge what...
Asking all her questions, like, Yaz has mostly been quiet and has just sort of been... He may not be, like, staring at her, but she is just analyzing him, like, with everything he's saying.
Plus, we all got secrets.
That's it. It is what it is.
Unless I am misreading the situation, it sounds as though the matter is settled. For now, at least. Yes?
Sounds that way.
Right. But I still would like to help.
Oh, well, yeah, you can't stay around and just, like, put your feet up all day and do nothing. If you
Garas
stay, you have
has
to
that
help.
covered.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect to.
Got your ass.
So tell me what I can do to help out with this heist.
Well, first you can help me take a look at this staff.
Right, I can do that. And alright, unless there is something else we want to do in this night, we can kind of end this scene here and cut through the evening. Unless y'all want to narrate every aspect of fixing your staff and sewing your robes and drinking. Anything else for the evening? Okay. You all get a good night's sleep. I don't know how many of you need to heal other than Yasmera.
Back to full, yay!
I'm good.
Alright. Okay. So, you rest for the evening. Are y'all, do you get your projects done? Armor adjusted. Staff is fixed, bound together. Probably wouldn't recommend, like, intensive usage of it.
I don't need a staff to cast spells, right? Like I'm pretty sure that's for the arcane lance, but I went looking around and I couldn't find a spot that says that you need a staff to cast spells.
I don't think in this game it's a requirement.
Yeah, like you said, I think with the arcane lance you have to, because that's like...
No, it specifically
attack.
says you
Yeah.
have to use a staff to do it.
So, that you do, just general spell casting now. Okay. So you all rest up, get up the next day, meet back at the bar. What's your plan for today? Is today heist day? Are you finally doing the ding-dang thing?
Is it heist time?
Is it heist time?
Is it?
We need the weapon though. We need the weapon to swap out with though.
No, we're not doing big heist.
Oh no,
We're
we're
doing-
not big
big
heist.
heist.
No,
No,
first
not
We
big
gotta go
heist.
we're
steal shit.
pre-heisting.
Yeah. Okay.
This is our.
Yeah.
There are multiple heists involved
there's
in
so many
this.
heists.
In this
So
grand
we need
heist.
The heist goes all
we
the
need
way
a suit
down,
of armor
guys.
for Garas.
We have
Well,
one.
we have one, but I have to go
We
get
have
it.
to-
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
that. Yes.
We pulled one out of the grave.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what are you gonna tell Mick Blacksmith?
I gotta go tell McBlacksmith that the armor we have armor that we don't need to hit for him to make the armor, but if he can customize to look like, clean it up or anything that could be done to it. Because how bad does that armor look? Because I know we dug it up.
I mean, mostly just need to be cleaned. It hasn't been in there for like decades.
All right, so does it look like it needs
Yaz
to
can
be
do it
patched
then.
up?
Yeah.
Does it need to be patched up or anything?
No. 'Cause this is magical death.
Okay.
It wasn't. The armor did not matter.
That's true.
That's heartening.
Yeah. Okay. Because I don't know if Garas has anything to give this guy as at least something that he could give him.
Did Carter hear the bit? It's been a couple of weeks, forgive me, about Yaz chewing him out for the debt he just accrued. The you have to come up with 20 silver tomorrow or you're in the red.
I think so.
I want to say I was. Does anybody remember if I wasn't there for that?
Because if we're all
I
at the
don't.
bar,
We're-
because if we're at the bar doing it, then you would have heard it then.
I think so.
I
Okay,
would bank on you having been there.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
Then the advantage of being a mage is you don't spend a whole lot on armor and weapons. So Carter would also have come the next day or that night and stayed that night at the bar with y'all with a pouch of 20 silver, and he would have first ask Garas. Let's go do it this way. I understand that you are indebted to a blacksmith or armor smith.
Well, it is a bit of a situation because in my amazing ways of charming the person, didn't go as well as I thought it would. So I owe this gentleman 20 silver. But now that we have the armor, I have to resend on the work order, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to leave this gentleman empty-handed.
This is the same smith that is making our replica halberds.
Yeah, he's the only one I can rely on in this city, to be honest.
And am I to understand that you are, as I have seen before, unable to pay your debts?
Carter, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want you to spread this around, but I am terrible with money. Okay, I may.
Don't worry, Garas. I
Thank
do
you.
not think it would be a surprise.
Thank you very much. But
Then
yes, we need someone like him on our good terms. We cannot lose a good asset like him.
I would agree with you. And then he holds out a small pouch and drops it, presumably into your hand, and
He looks
says,
He looks at the pouch, looks at Carter. Okay, thank you, but that doesn't solve my problem.
which is you are bad with money.
Yes.
Perhaps Yasmera should go with you.
Oh, this is the money for the Carter. Carter, thank you. Thank you once again, Carter. You have proven that you are a valuable asset to this crew.
He turns around. Yasmera. Garas owes me an additional 20 silver.
So you're up to 220 then.
Thank you, Yasmera.
No worries.
I'm gonna go pay off the blacksmith. Thank you, Carter, very much for helping me out. And he will go to the blacksmith to pay them off tomorrow. Well, actually, since this was last night, he'll do it in the morning.
Okay. So you're gonna go to the blacksmith and help pay off your debt
Yeah.
to him.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'd actually need to do a scene unless you want to do.
No,
a
I
scene
don't need
there.
to do a scene for that now.
Absolutely. All right. And that debt is So he has his money. He doesn't have to kill you now.
Garas just comes back like, I paid them off the debt. They don't gonna die tomorrow, guys.
I have to imagine the scene. We don't get the full scene, but we do get the end of it where Garas leaves with the money, and behind the counter is just like a click as he's disengaging the crossbow behind the counter.
Yes, exactly.
He was sitting there like a Secret Service agent with like a fake arm in his sleeve, but his actual
Yes.
arm was underneath on the crossbow. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Boy. Okay. Any planning? And I can bring. I assume we want to bring your new friend.
Yeah, she's supposed to come back this morning.
Yeah.
Correct?
think so,
But
yeah.
is there anything you want to do before she comes back?
I can make traps, load the place with traps.
Good.
I would perhaps suggest to Venehn that he could post himself up on a roof or balcony somewhere nearby, just in case our new paladin friend comes with reinforcements. Templar, sorry, not paladin.
Okay, but you have to keep him in the alley. I don't have a shot in the building. Sure.
Just as a precaution.
Okay, so are we ready to do this? I mean, this is it. Well, not it,
No,
it,
it's
but
not.
it's not it. It's one of the little parts of it.
No problem.
There is no coming back from this point.
Oh no, it never is. You know, this is why it's like we like to have these little powwows before we do these things. You know, to say, hey, after this, no turning back.
I know, but this is like the fifth or sixth no turning back meeting we've had.
I know. It's just the streets are hot. You know, it's dangerous out there lately. I get nervous.
Can we at least skip the icebreaker next time? I think we know each other.
Okay. But I was going to open up with talking about the fact that I saw a recipe for a creamy sponge cake I wanted to share, but you know, well,
You
touch
can
on
just
that
say
later.
that.
You stole
Anyway.
that recipe from me.
Because your recipe is
I
so
gave you
good.
that recipe.
Oh, I didn't know you could bake.
Oh, Yasmera is
I
amazing.
can do everything. Literally.
That's fair.
Okay.
So are we doing this or are we doing this?
Oh, we are doing this. We are doing this. Carter, are we doing this?
I am ready if you are, my friend.
Okay, I guess we are ready.
All right,
Okay,
let's,
I'll go climb a building.
Yeah, let's get Lucia in on this so we can like fully nail down what the approach is going to be with everyone who's going to be involved. We'll see.
Does she storm the bar with 40 Templars?
Yeah.
God
So
damn it.
a whole battalion of Templars.
Like
shows
shooting fish in a barrel, baby.
up. No, Venehn, make a perception check.
Perception.
Do you have any foci in perception?
No.
Seeing?
But I have a +3.
That's good.
I forgot to give my dice out.
Unprepared.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, shut up.
You lose a letter grade for the day.
Professional streamers, all of us. Professional streamers.
13.
Okay. You climb up to a balcony on the second floor, which I imagine, or on the roof, because there's not a second floor of the building. So yeah, you can climb up on the roof, and you wait a bit. I think you're up here for about an hour, And eventually I mean, a lot of people moving up and down the street, nothing out of the ordinary.
People watching.
Yeah, somebody does turn through the alley, and they are wearing a dark cloak, and you get a glint of silver underneath as you see Lucia returning, cowled, but wearing her Templar armor underneath her.
Is Lucia like going really out of her way to try to be really inconspicuous because she's never done anything like this before?
Yeah, she does. She gets up against the wall and as some children go past, and then no, she doesn't do that. She's silly. She's not silly. She's all business. I need somebody as a foil to this group.
I thought that was Carter.
I was gonna say I thought that's why you cloned me.
We need more foils.
You look like a fucking head of highlights up in here. All these boys.
But Venehn, you don't see any other suspicious figures following or maintaining a distance or anything like that. I mean, you don't see any increased Templar or guard activity nearby as she approaches and comes inside.
I am gonna wait a few minutes
Okay.
to make sure no one's following her, and then I'll go inside.
The rest of you, as Venehn's up on the roof, there's a creaking as the door opens, and then it shuts as Lucia drops her cowl. It sighs a little bit, sweating underneath in the early afternoon sun, and says, "All right, I'm here."
Glad you could make it.
Welcome back.
Me too. So, what's the deal? What do you need me to do?
Wait a few moments for Venehn to get back here to make sure that we don't need to kill you. And then we'll chat.
Okay.
Bust in the door. We're good. Hi, Lucia.
All right then.
It's hot outside.
Told you the streets are hot.
It's hot up on the roof.
Oh,
I mean, I wasn't on the roof. It's too hot up there. So pale. I can't be that close to the sun.
She removes her cloak, showing you the glistening Templar armor underneath.
Okay, fine. Don't say hi.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we on best friend terms now? Are you done blackmailing me?
I'm sorry, do you only say hi to your best friend?
Yes.
Really? That's all you say hi to? You only say hi to your best friend? You don't say hi to people that walk past you in the street just to be polite?
Well, not when those people I'm passing the street are actively blackmailing me.
To be fair, I mean, I get actively blackmailed all the time. There's a 10-year-old boy that blackmailed me because I couldn't throw a ball over a roof.
That's not blackmail, that's bullying.
Well, he was
No,
only 10. He doesn't really know the difference.
Actually, you do still owe Anton 2 silver for this week.
Damn, man. Look, that young man has a stranglehold on my life.
When Anton turns 18, I'm gonna fucking kill him. His days are numbered.
I would think you'd want to hire him. I mean, at the age of 12, he already has quite the racket set up.
The young man is quite promising, that's all I'm saying.
I'm really
Okay.
doubting the competency of your enterprise now.
Oh,
That
fuck
is
off.
hardly your concern, is it?
I suppose not.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure we decided we just need you to get us in the tower.
That's it.
And maybe show us a back door out.
Okay. And once you're in the tower,
Well, once we're in the tower, that is when we have to split up. Some of us will go down into the basement, and some of us will go up into the higher levels of the tower.
We'll meet you back down in the middle and you will show us out.
nobody's going to die, right?
That's the idea. In and out, quiet as a church mouse.
Go well, they'll never know we were there.
Unless someone says shit.
She thinks for a second, leans back, crosses her arms. She leans against the wall, thinking for a moment, and says, I want something out of this.
You are getting something out of this.
I don't mean payment. Whatever it is you're stealing or whatever it is you're trying to do, you can keep that to yourselves. But you made a lot of promises yesterday about making things better and fighting against injustice and a lot of words. And I'm choosing to believe that those are true words.
Garas will grab a chair, sit down, and kick his feet up.
So it sounds like to me that you're starting to have a little bit more confidence in us. And now you would like to see the fruits of our labor. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying I want evidence to bring to the Seekers. Evidence of the corruption within the Order.
I mean, we could just talk about days for that, but tangible physical evidence is much better.
Lucia, how long have you been with the Templars here in Valrio? Has it been longer than 3 years?
No.
I know you are new to your oaths, but have you been within the Chantry here? Does the name Eckhart ring any bells?
No.
Does the name Eckhart ring any bells for us?
Yeah.
Has Carter talked about Eckert?
To them, no. Not no.
Okay. I don't think so. I don't think it was something that would be like publicized by the I think that was something that probably kept very hush hush by the people that were there for it.
They don't like have all their employees up on their website.
Yeah. It didn't go up on a news
Bio
bulletin.
headshot.
No, I don't think it's a name that any of you would know. And she seems confused and says, I don't know anybody of that name within the Order or outside of it even. Why? Is that somebody I should know?
Yes. There was a Templar within your order. Young, newly sworn, such as yourself, who saw through the corruption of the order. I do not know if he saw such acts as you have described, but he did not need it, and he gave his life to protect someone. You are amongst people who wish a great change. You are invested in the forgotten. He starts looking around to the rest of you, kind of looking like he might hope you jump in. Like, what are we?
I mean, we're friends, is what we are. Just a bunch of friends who are concerned citizens worried about the people who get stepped on. And it sounds like to me you're becoming one of those people who are worried about who's getting stepped on.
Do you know if the proof of these things exists? Documentation?
I don't. And if it's not there, if you can't find anything, then fine. I'll still let you out. But if you can find something, then that would help me know that you're not all talk.
I don't see why we can't look around while we're in there.
I want to believe you. I do. But I met you yesterday, and it wasn't under
It's
the
like-
best circumstances.
Sort of crazy to me that you think we're just going to break into a tower for shits and giggles and not for like a great purpose, but you know.
I assume you're doing it to make a lot of money.
Sweetie, I work for Elysian Nobility. I don't need a lot of money.
So money plays no part in any of this.
Well, of course it
What-
plays a part.
I
It's
mean,
part in everything.
look, you cannot start a revolution on just breadcrumbs alone. Look, I am terrible with money, but I need money to help people around me. I don't need this money for myself. Why do you think I'm in so much debt? Not because I'm spending money for no reason. I'm putting money towards to help people around this city.
Well, like I said, you have me in a position where I can't say no. But if you want something more from me than just opening a door for you, then I'm going to need something to show me you're worth my time.
We'll do it. Don't worry. I don't like when people challenge my skills.
I think she was challenging her character.
But my character is amazing.
Anyway, we'll look for your proof.
Okay.
I already said we would. You didn't have to keep saying you wanted something.
I had a few more lines that I had practiced on the way here, and I just wanted to get those out.
Okay. You know, that's fine.
No, I've done the same thing too, so.
All right, well, if we're going to do this, we should leave within the next couple of hours so we can make the next guard change. Less likely anybody will notice us coming in.
Right. Okay. Team huddle, and he grabs everyone and puts them in a little team huddle, like this. Okay, guys, we're about to go in and do another job. Just to let you know that I love and respect every single one of you, and every one of you is a key part in this plan, and I know we will come out of it safely and wonderful. All right?
Can I uncrouch now?
Oh yes,
You know,
good.
I'm-
I'm sorry.
All right. Ty, you're fine. Carter, they're cleaned. You put them on. Did you all fix that staff?
Oh, I think it's passable.
Great.
Don't go casting any like major explosions or anything, but it'll pass.
Yaz has literally just gone over to her table and she just has little bundles already laying out for everybody. So she goes to one bundle and just tosses it at Carter. It's cleaned. It'll do. It's patched out. Garas, over there, points at the armor.
Oh, okay. He puts on the armor. Okay, let's see here.
30
Okay,
minutes later.
Yeah, so let's say that goes on your shoulder, not on your wrist. You've got them.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Right there?
Yep. Oh,
Make
all
her,
right.
please.
Why don't you
I think Lucia steps in and starts helping. She actually knows how to do this
Yeah.
and feels disrespected seeing how bad of a job you're doing.
Venehn, there. It's the one with a mop next to it.
And my cleaning crew?
I did ask you. You're no good with a hammer, so you get the mop.
Okay. I was kind of afraid you're going to make me wear it as a wig or something, so this is fine.
And she's already wearing her costume, same as a servant of some kind.
I'm trying to
she's-
decide if
she's
Ben
got the
knows
hammer
how
and
to
the belt.
mop.
Has Ben ever mopped in his life?
Oh my gosh.
So here's the thing. Probably not. Based
He's just
on
like holding it like with
based
like
on Venon's
the prototype.
trajectory.
Do you spin
No,
it in a
I think I
circle?
just look at it for a second and then just start like twirling it around and stuff and not even trying.
No.
No.
Then
What?
the hair part on the
Put that-
floor.
right.
I'll just. Okay.
Hold. Hands at the side.
It's a stick. I can hold it. It's a stick. I understand
Right.
it's a stick with the thing on the end.
So you
Was
don't want
Venehn
to
just started to
grind.
do like a kata with the?
Venus is dicking around.
And then just the hair part on the floor. Not this. No, not the stick. You're going to literally just grind. No, just and then.
Okay. I don't understand what I'm accomplishing.
Well, it would need to be wet, and you would clean the floor.
Oh.
Right.
Don't look at me. I grew up in a forest. Do you think we mop things?
It's fine. Maybe I should have gone with the broom. Damn it.
No, I'm a quick learner. It'll be fine.
Your work is fantastic, Yasmera. Oh, let me get into character for myself. Oh,
By the light.
how's that sound?
I hate it.
Oh, you don't like that
I
one? Though? Okay,
really
no.
No, it's something.
I
It's
do
weird.
not
It's
like
weird.
that at all.
You don't, because I was trying to be, trying to be gruff and, powerful and, imposing with my voice.
I just kind of felt like maybe my dad was mad at me. A little bit. Not in
Garrus,
the fun.
You
fun
hear
kind of way.
something like a whispering, and behind you as she's fastening straps, Lucia's just saying a prayer to the Maker, just like an excerpt from the chant. That as she's doing this, as she is steadily becoming more and more worried about this plan.
Okay,
Oh, please! Like anybody acts at the bar like they act at work.
let me try again.
I will bring in justice for the Maker. You there, young elf walking the streets, where are you going? Don't you know you have things to do for the Maker? I could give you justice for the Maker if it'll make you more busy in the street.
Okay, talk
How's that
about
sound?
the Maker less. That's
Oh, okay. I thought I thought all you talk about was maker and justice and swords and stabbing is all you guys
you're
talk
hitting
about.
the right points, but you're just saying them at the wrong times.
Oh, got it.
Why don't you just let me do the talking?
Okay, fine. If you can do the talking.
Okay. So I can understand this scene here.
You think we do?
Yasmera does, goddammit. Everyone has their roles.
There is on point.
Garrus and Lucia are wearing their Templar armor. Garrus,
Yeah.
you have a
Yes.
helm as well, I believe.
Yeah, I have like a full helm on and to cover up my ears and everything.
Yeah. And Carter's going as is in his
Tranquil garb.
tranquil. My
Yeah.
brain kept wanting to say incoherent. I spend too much time on Saturdays.
Saturdays.
Tranquil. It is a tranquil garb. Venehn is as a worker, like cleaning staff, and Yasmera, you're also as like a servant. So the two of you are essentially in servant's garb.
Yes.
Venehn just has a mop too.
Yeah.
To sell it a little more.
To sell it, yeah.
I bring my
Oh,
own
yeah.
equipment.
Do you have a bucket too, or just the mop?
I was given a mop, so I have a mop.
So no bucket.
Yaz has the bucket. It's fine.
Someone has to carry the bucket.
Yeah.
Because
Yaz
that
has
was
the
going to be
bucket.
what gave you away at the gate. They were going to go, wait a minute.
Mop?
Wait a minute,
No
Mom.
bucket.
Wait a minute. Something's not adding up here.
Whatever
What
your
kind of
insurance
mopper
plan
doesn't
covers, it's
bring a
crazy.
bucket?
You provide the buckets, but you don't provide the mops.
You get the Metal Gear Solid like alert noise from the car. Your bucket. Ding.
turn around, start sprinting the other direction. We're going to have to do the heist tomorrow.
Oh my god.
No, so
All
none of
There's a
that
bucket.
happens.
There is a bucket.
And wait, what is Ty? What are you
He's
doing with
obviously
Ty?
under a cardboard box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
No,
No, for real.
did
What's your plan for Ty?
discuss this. We didn't do it though. We were gonna find him like a secure location that was also going to be our rally point on the way out.
Yeah.
And we never
right,
fucking
'cause
did
you can
that.
mind control somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he did
Yeah.
say he did
Well, he's
say
got to
he
be pretty
was-
close to the tower.
I mean,
so.
Mhm.
you can.
He was gonna risk being in the garden.
Yeah, I mean, you could also bring him in with you. You just have to disguise him a bit.
I thought that I think we were going to do that, right? That they were going to go with Venn, I think.
That would make it
Uh,
even teams of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm all
I mean, if
for
he's
that.
willing, I know he was like super hesitant about that and wanted to be outside. But I mean,
Yeah.
if we
If
have
I can
more
give
people
each
around-
squad an NPC, that would make my life wonderful.
Sure.
done.
Yeah.
So,
Then he'll come with us.
maybe servants garb as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
Then yes. Okay. Maybe shaves the beard, the scruff, and
Yaz does his makeup, aka
Yeah.
like puts just like blotches of soot on his face
Yeah.
and
brushes his hair and puts it in a ponytail or something, so it's not. Yeah, just changing up the features
yeah.
a bit. Okay.
Carter watches with an oddly neutral expression on his well, not oddly for him, but
Yeah, with a Carter expression.
Yeah.
Very Carter expression.
Okay. Are we ready to start
Yes.
Yes.
6 sessions in? Finally getting to
Please.
my first event. No, there've been a couple along the way. Okay. So Lucia finishes her quiet prayer. And what are the teams gonna be? Just so I know ahead of time.
Garas is going with Lucia.
Okay, Garas, Lucia.
We should probably have. Shouldn't we have a Templar with each group?
Yeah, probably.
So Lucia's in one group, and then whatever group
Well, that
Garrus is
depends.
in
If-
has.
As long as the 2 Templars are probably going down, like to the or staying on the lower levels with the Templars,
Mhm.
whoever the mages and servants could go up. But again, it might work better to have a Templar with you for some amount of authority.
I think that was the original plan.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
what- yeah.
All right,
So Lucia.
so that means Garas and Ty are going to be on one team. Who's going to be the third on that team?
kind of think I would like to on that one.
Okay, so Garas,
Okay.
Ty, and Carter.
That means we're gonna have to go upstairs.
Do you want to go
No,
upstairs?
but that also leaves team 2 without any magical support. Maybe I go with the other group. I
Well-
think I do that.
A mage is going to look a lot more suspicious wandering around the Templar areas.
Yeah, I think that's why we were
yeah.
going to send you guys upstairs.
Well, I guess if you're doing, I
A
mean, he's
tranquil being a servant.
Yeah, I guess a tranquil would be fine.
We would still need wherever, regardless, we'll need Lucia to go downstairs because we need someone who's more familiar with the Templars.
Yeah.
To at least talk with
So-
any Templars that come up.
So you want to say you want to split up Ty and Carter then?
Yeah.
All right.
Because we need at least like a mage who is familiar with upstairs, and we need a Templar who's familiar downstairs. I
Okay,
feel
so
like
Lucia's got to go. Lucia's got to go down to the night vigilant room, and then Ty's got to go upstairs to the mage circle.
Well, no,
So
I
that
can't have
Andrew-
Lucia and Ty on the same team though.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. One's
Okay.
gonna go
That's
up.
what we're
One's gonna
saying.
go
So
down.
yeah, okay. So Garas,
Yeah.
Garas, Ty, and then it would have to be Venehn or Yasmera.
I'll go on team upstairs. Team Ty and Garrus.
Okay, so Garas,
go
Ty,
team
and
downstairs.
Venehn go upstairs. Carter, Lucia, and Yasmera going
Downstairs.
Downstairs. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I can work with this. All right. I'm actually gonna know that because I'm gonna need to remember that for next session too. So Carter. Lucia. Splitting the party. As you, so if you're all ready to leave, Lucia leads the way. Not cowling herself this time. You can be Templars now. Just didn't want to be skulking around by herself. So with Garas and Lucia kind of leading the way, I think she gives a little bit. She's like, straighten up a bit. Walk.
You see, as soon as Garas leaves the area of the bar, it's almost as if Garas is gone completely. You see all of his posture, the way, his gait, everything just melts away instantaneously, as if almost everything that he was doing in the bar was intentional just to keep everyone, relaxed and laughing, just so they wouldn't be going into this mission, nervous.
Okay. Yeah, I think she starts to say that. All right. And, the two of you stride forward, everyone else keeping up as you march through the city streets, rounding corners, heading along the Sun Road, up to the towards in the direction of the palace, but veering off towards the White Spire, which you can see clearly silhouetted against the mid-afternoon sky in the distance. She leads you all straight towards the gates of this low wall. It's not really a defensible wall, but more of a barricade against the masses that surrounds the guards and the battalions that are stationed around the spire. The Templar flag fluttering in the breeze above the gates, and she strides through confidently along with the rest of you. And as you're entering, there's a moment of pause where one of the Templars that is posted at this gate sees her and gives a nod, and sees the rest of you, and looks like they're about to say something, and Lucia interrupts and says, "Work order. I'm bringing them inside." And they sort of stop. Oh, right. They make a note on a clipboard, and you all stride through relatively easily as she is recognized. She kind of whispers back to the five of you and says, "All right, this is the easy part. Once we get inside, just don't draw any attention to yourself, okay? Somebody starts asking too many questions, well, it's not going to be a good thing, so don't give them a reason to ask."
Got it, all right. We know our roles.
If things go wrong, we should meet back at the Nameless Bar. Regardless of that, we should use that place one last time. Let us make it a good one. Yes?
I mean, of course. All right. Good luck, everyone.
Take your bucket.
All right. For the first time for many of you, you head in through the open doors of the White Spire into this, essentially what's kind of like a foyer. Tall, the walls here ornamentally arranged with reliefs and buttresses jutting out of sort of angelic figures. There are large tabards hanging from the walls, evenly spaced, each with depictions of both the sigils of the Templar Order, as well as depictions of Andraste and other prominent scenes from Orlesian religion. as you reach this interior, you can see many corridors jutting out from other directions. I mean, this place is very large, and the inside larger than you had really anticipated, given the height of this tower. And beyond this front entryway, it appears there's another antechamber within, straight ahead at the center of this tower, where there is a staircase that circles up to the higher floors, as well as a large kind of shaft that runs down the center of the tower with like chains running down it for some sort of lifting mechanism that also moves up and down the tower, though it doesn't seem like it's constantly in use, perhaps used for larger equipment or large groups that need to move up and down to the tower easily. As you are entering, though, Lucia kind of leads you straight towards that back area, and she says, "Okay." As she's out of sight, you pass by a couple of people that are speaking in this corridor as you're making your way towards the stairs, and she says, "All right, this is probably around the area we need to split then. Those of you going to the upper levels, you'll find the circle chambers and quarters up there. I'll lead the rest of you to the... you told her that you're going to the night
vigilance room.
Yeah.
night vigilance office.
Yeah.
And I'll lead the rest of you to the night vigilance office, and let's hope that he's not in there."
Okay.
Let's hope for him.
Please don't kill the night vigilant.
It's never the plan.
Okay. So you head up a couple of levels together, and then Lucia splits off with Yas and Carter, while the rest of you can continue going upstairs. Better music for this, but I don't want like super... No, that's too peppy.
That's like wacky
It's
heist
heist
music.
time.
That's wacky heist music.
That's not... I think we're just gonna have to go with suspenseful dialogue some more. That's the best I got. All right.
Vibe.
Who should we start with? Which team? We're gonna go back and forth, but no takers. Let's start with upstairs team then.
Yeah.
So Venehn and Garas, the two of you are heading upstairs with Ty. You're climbing, I mean, dozens of steps heading up with your I guess Garas wearing your armor, which is probably getting a little heavy after your third or fourth floor, and Venehn carrying your bucket and mop. I assume, as you gave the bucket to Venehn, so it's not, you didn't split
Yes,
out.
no,
One of you
yeah,
takes the bucket and one of you takes the mop.
She gave him
I'm making, this is the new, I mean, the bucket and the mop story is by far the most the key.
convincing.
Yeah, this is the key to the whole thing.
She only filled it halfway, like she didn't want you like spilling it around, so it's not that heavy.
Running up the stairs like fucking Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins.
You reach a point where it levels off. You've probably only climbed about half the tower, but it doesn't look like these steps go all the way up to the top of the tower. It stops at about the halfway point. And it's here that it sort of levels out into a like a secondary kind of foyer entrance area. And it's here that you see the the tabards and ornamentation of the circle that are spread throughout the room. There's also large sort of like sitting areas, and I mean, it looks a lot more like comfortable and less militant up here. And there are some berobed individuals, mages, engaging in conversation, some sitting around a small like coffee table area, poring over books. And there are it looks like the passages split out in 3 different directions from this staging area, from this foyer area. I don't think any of you necessarily know where to go. What's your approach here?
I don't think any of us know outside of Ty would know.
Ty hasn't been up here.
Yeah. Okay, so we need to find this seal. Do we know where to start looking around here?
Ty says, well, from what I know, we're looking for the Grand Enchanter would have the piece that we're looking for. And I'm going to imagine that they probably have a rather imposing office around here somewhere.
Okay, so look for the most important looking place on this floor. That's probably where he's at. Spread out and start searching. Give a high sign if you feel like you need support from someone else. The
Okay.
high sign is this.
So the 3 of you are splitting up now?
I wouldn't say that Garas is going to split up, but it's just walking them around the space and like just keeping a lookout for where
Fan
this.
out.
Yeah.
So essentially, you're just gonna probably pick a corridor and head down that direction. Like,
Yeah.
And kind of all 3 of you keep an eye out. Okay.
Check your pockets. You have dusting cloths, and one of you literally has a fucking feather duster. You're prepared.
The 3 of the 3 of you begin to head down a corridor. Make perception checks, 2 of you. Again, if you have anything in hearing, you can take a focus in that, or seeing.
I do not.
I got 15.
Nice.
I got a 14.
Nice. Okay. If you head down, you just pick the left passageway and you start heading down that direction. A couple at the table kind of look up as they see a Templar going by, a bit nervously, and but keep their heads down and their voices kind of quiet. Garas, you find it hard to move quietly anywhere. I mean, you definitely feel like a big, noticeable target wearing this armor, which probably is not something that Garas is used to, I'd imagine. And as you're heading down the passageway, you stop for a moment as it kind of forks out, and like it hits an end, and actually probably like one of the outside corridors of the tower kind of circles in a bend around to your right. There are looks like some doorways down to your right that you begin to walk past. Some of them look like little like offices, others like small study or research chambers. You pass a couple that have mages inside that mixing alchemical agents, and there's a bit of fumes coming within. A window carrying most of those out to the outside of the building. However, the 3 of you hear a bit of like, as you pass that, probably about 20 or 30 feet away, you reach a stairwell that goes up to a higher level off to your left. And before you begin to head up that stairwell, you hear some conversation coming from above, probably at the next landing above you. And I'll say you catch that conversation before you get too close to interrupt it with the 15 and the 14. And you hear somebody saying, It's going to be all right. Don't worry about it. Listen, I went through this too, and trust me, everyone makes it out to be a lot scarier than it is. And the other one says, all right, it's called the harrowing, though. I mean, I don't understand why they can't prep us more for it. Why Sibian went through it last month, and he's been different since he came out the other side, and I don't want that to happen to me. Can you not tell me anything? And the other voice kind of chimes in and says, it's not something that can be prepared for. You can't study for this like an exam. Everyone's experience is different. The Fade shows you different things. You have to be confident in yourself, believe in yourself, and trust in the Maker. And you'll get through it. You hear this conversation as you're approaching.
I look over to Ty and Venn. The harrowing, what is that exactly?
It's some ritual they do. The mages, I mean.
It's sort of the rite of passage, you could say, for the mages in the circle. It's how they unlock their connection to the Fade. I don't really understand most of it, but how you do it here in Orlais, but I'm sure Carter could explain more than I could.
Apparently it's pretty fucked up.
It sounds like like things like Fade and harrowing, that sounds like very intense stuff.
Essentially, they open themselves up to the Fade and to the Source, and if they succeed, then they've mastered their abilities, and they continue as mages of the circle. If they fail, then they're slaughtered.
Wait. They kill them if they fail?
Well, they have to.
They have to.
Because if they don't, they'll become an abomination. The demons within the Fade will overtake their forms, and they will transform.
Carter had to go through that, huh?
I suppose so.
Let's keep going. I mean, to know that they have to go through this stuff is kind of unnerving, honestly.
Do you continue up those stairs?
Yeah, it keeps on going.
Okay. You reach the top of, you kind of head up the stairs and the conversation cuts off. And you reach the landing and you see two young, robed individuals standing there, and they get quiet and kind of move off to the side as you approach, both of them kind of lowering their heads towards you, Garas, in your Templar armor, and begin to head through. So let's go to the other crew. While we continue our adventure, Lucia is leading you down a few passageways, and she says, "So what's your plan if the Night Vigilant is in his office? I assumed you were joking with the... I assumed you were joking when you said you were going to just murder them."
Well, what's something that would, innocuously make him leave his office? I'm assuming he has meetings of some kind. At least once or twice a day.
I suppose if one of the night commanders needed something, they'd sent a runner to request the assistance from the Night Vigilant.
A runner.
One of the other Templars under their command.
Well, let's hope you don't have to be a runner then.
That's going to put me in a very difficult situation, escorting the Night Vigilant around the tower to somebody that does not actually need to see him.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, right?
Right. As you turn a corner heading down this larger passageway that gradually kind of slopes upwards, you see a couple of other Templars heading this direction. Some of them having some more ornamentation on their armor than Garas or Lucia's did. And he stops and says, "Lucia, why are you not at your post?" And she freezes and she says, "Sergeant, I was to escort some servants for work duty. I was pulled away from my post. I had Kurt cover for me." And he pauses and looks over Yasmera and you, Carter. And
Eyes at the ground.
I think he stops when he looks at Carter. He says, "Work detail. Why is a tranquil on work detail in our quarters?"
My skills as a craftsman are required.
He kind of steps forward. He says, "I'll forgive you forgetting to include a sir at the end of that sentence this once."
Oh, Sarah, my apologies.
What are your skills then, Tranquil?
Masonry. Sarah.
Mason.
Should I start rolling dice?
Yeah, I think we might have one.
Yeah.
He says,
I don't like bartending. I don't think there's an honest answer he could give. That
I'm here for the party, guys. Hey.
so yeah, be a communication deception roll if you've got a focus in deception.
No, it's just 3d6.
All right.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna roll a. Let me get up my Templar sheet. Well, the good news, it's just gonna be 3d6 for him too.
Is there anything we could do to help?
I forgot if there's a help thing in this game.
Wasn't there? Didn't we do that last time?
He ad hoc'd it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled a 12.
Mine. I mean, mine was much worse.
I
So
don't even know if any sort of help or assist could work here. It's like I think you could give like a situational bonus of like a +1 or something on it, but no, this is, again, not the other world. He's not gonna just shoot on sight. That would be unreasonable here. He says masonry, and are there many former masons among the Tranquil, among the Circle as it is? I didn't know were in a. They had a history of hiring tradesmen for their rituals.
I do not know, Sarah.
Well, tell me then, Mason. Where are your tools?
Yasmera will jump in and without saying any words, just take the tool belt. I did say she had her hammer and things. We'll just take off her tool belt and hold it before her eyes down at the ground.
Good. At least you're prepared. There's a crack in the wall in the galley. I want you to deal with that first. And Lucia steps forward and says, Sergeant, we really are in her... And he looks at her and says, are you undermining your commanding officer's authority? And she steps forward and says, no, sir. Right. You then, Tranquil, follow me.
When he's chewing out Lucia, Carter has had his head turned down ever since he was admonished, and he's going to keep his head down, but he's going to flick his eyes up and try to just memorize every little bit about this guy. Actually, also, can I make it cunning to know this dude's rank?
Sure.
Sweet. All right. Do me better this time, dice.
Do you have a history or some sort of focus?
No, I don't have a focus, but I have a decent cunning.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a good cunning. How's a 16 sound for you?
It's pretty good. Yeah, he is essentially a second rank sergeant. It's not a high rank. Probably maybe 2 ranks above like an enlisted where Lucia is. But any modicum of power in the right hands. So again, not even remotely close to like a commanding officer, but has at least some tenure here within the order.
Cool. Yeah, he's gonna follow along.
Okay.
He turns. He makes like a quarter turn towards Yasmera to see if she's either going to follow or just hand the tools over.
He'll hand them over.
Cool.
Stay on mission, brah.
I think
Yeah.
Lucia goes to follow for a second, and this sergeant turns to her and says, "Oh, you can bring your other charge to wherever they need to be. I'll bring him when he's done." And she sort of hesitates and then stops and says, "Yes, sir. This way," as she looks to Yasmera.
I assume I don't recognize this guy, right?
No, I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot of Templars here. This isn't one from
This isn't one of the
traumatic
bad ones.
past
Yeah.
or something. No, not yet. So yeah, he's looking to split you up. He's gonna take Carter on his own, leaving Lucia and Yasmera.
Get shit done, ladies.
Lucia, as they're getting out of sight, Lucia's kind of like to the side to Yasmera, says, "Any ideas for this?"
Yeah, he is, I assume.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
You know where the galley is, yes? Where they're
Yeah.
Taking him?
Mm-hmm.
Then I suggest we get our shit done quickly and meet them there before they come looking for us.
All right.
I don't like it either, but stay on mission, soldier.
This way. And she continues leading you along towards the night chanter's or night enchanter. I'm combining all my night vigilance office. Let's see. I think we can finish 2 more things. Venehn, Garas, and Ty. The three of you are continuing upstairs, trying to search around, kind of blindly looking for the offices.
Are there any like fledgling looking mages on the floor, kind of like those the mages that were talking about the harrowing from before?
Yes, I'd say you probably notice a couple who.
Okay, so Garas is going to, as they're blindly looking for this office, he sees those mages over there, and he heads over to them
like pure, rigid, full out Templar mode. He goes, "You two there. What are you two doing laying about, doing nothing?"
One of them kind of says, "Sorry, sir. We're just we were just preparing." And the other one jumps in. "Oh, we were just gathering together for our lessons. We don't mean to stand in your way. We'll go."
Before you go, get back here. I have one question to ask you both. Is the enchanter in his office today? I have some important documents I need to run by his table.
Make a well, I guess it'd be communication, like intimidation, if you've got something in that.
Do I have something
Or do you have like a
intimidation?
performance?
I have deception. I have a focus in deception.
Okay, I'll give you the focus of deception.
Okay.
This is deceptive in its nature. You want the information, but your reasonings are deceptive.
That is +5. So that is an 18.
That's pretty good. That might save you a little bit on it.
Yeah, that's an 8. Did I win?
They stop and they
You
come
win Dragon Age.
look
Congratulations.
up at you, and they say, the Grand Enchanter isn't in her office today. One of them says, "I'm sorry, sir. I don't mean to. Are you?"
Why are you questioning my questions, mage?
Sorry, sir. Apologies, sir. No, I believe she's giving a lecture, currently, sir. So she would not be in her office currently,
Right.
sir.
Right, of course she wouldn't be. Damn lectures happening all day. All right, what I need then, I'm gonna put you two to work right now. I want you to walk this gentleman and myself up to the Grand Enchanter's office.
Venehn is behind Garas and is looking at these two like,
They're really, they're really not stuck between a rock and a hard place here, and they say, "Oh, of course, sir. We can escort you there right away. It's just up this way."
All right, get to it.
And they begin to hurriedly, but not too hurriedly, because they don't want you to. They don't want to upset you by moving too fast.
As soon as those two mages hurry off, he looks back at Garas and then walks back forward.
Ty kind of looks to you, Venehn, and says, "I don't know whether that was brilliant or sheer stroke of idiocy."
no, we don't really distinguish between the two here.
Right. And they begin to lead ahead, and one of them kind of says, very nervously, and then kind of makes the mistake of trying to engage in small talk to break the tension. It says, "Sir, may I ask, are you visiting for a particular reason?"
Why are you trying to perform small talk with me right now? If I wanted to ask you what the bloody weather was, I would have turned to you and asked you what the bloody weather was, mage. Now, what I want you to do is keep your head down, eyes forward, and lead us to the bloody damn office.
"Yes, sir. Sorry, sir."
This is looking at Ty. Modicum of power.
You round the corridor leading up. Again, the floor kind of gradually sloping up ahead of you until it reaches its apex, and there is a very sturdy set of double doors which are currently closed, with sort of a stained glass viewing through each of the doors, and with this gold filigree woven throughout the stained glass. And they stop there and say, "This is her office, sir."
Thank you. Now, why don't you two go have a snack break, get some cookies for yourself.
"Yes, sir. We will, sir."
Make sure you eat to your heart's content or something, because I don't know.
"Yes, sir. Of course, we'll eat as much as we can, sir."
Good luck on your exam.
Oh boy. Alrighty, you make your way, or you find yourself outside the doors. Is there? Do you have any plan, or are you just gonna break in?
I was just gonna pick the lock while Garas stands in front of me blocking the
Yeah,
way,
I'm
so no
just
one
gonna
can see
do that.
me.
I'm gonna like just pose myself right in front of
Okay.
Ben, giving like intimidating looks to anyone who tries to walk by.
Okay. I think we'll pick that up next time. As I want to leave with one other thing. Carter.
Oh,
It's the uh-oh that he says.
You are currently following this Templar as he is escorting you to the galley for your repair job. And as you are following, he's not saying anything to you. He's just briskly walking ahead of you, expecting you to keep up. You pass through a essentially like a intersection between two corridors, and something catches you out of the corner of your eye, and you turn to the right, and you realize there's a small room, chamber there. It looks like it's mostly storage, plus boxes, other amenities. But there's somebody standing in that office, or in this chamber, and they turn to look at you. And I think you instinctively feel your legs kind of lock in place as you see somebody that you haven't seen in 3 years now. You see Eckert. Just for a moment. And then you blink. And he's gone.
I have nothing to add to that.
And that's where we're going to end our session for today.
Yeah, beautiful.
But
Is it a ghost or a coal? We'll have to find out next week.
ghost,
Ghost.
right?
Thank you everyone for watching. I'm sorry, I saw in the chat there might be some audio stuff. I don't know what's going on with my stuff, but I'll find out what's happening. I sound good to all of you guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see what that is.
It might just be your mic input.
It might be.
Or, geez, sorry, your shit might be fucked up.
It's hard I can't know right now because I can only hear out of my left ear currently, so I can't monitor whether.
Because it's winter time.
Yeah. So yeah.
We'll look at it.
Thank you everyone for watching. Oh god damn, yeah, we didn't get the name of this Templar.
I know what it is.
Lay it on us. Lay it on us.
I know what it is.
What's this asshole's name?
What's the name?
No, you're gonna have to ask next time.
Aw.
Dang it.
Oh, Carter gets to be the one to find out his name, too.
Yeah.
This is good.
This
is
boy.
good.
Oh, I'm gonna find out his name,
Yeah.
and I'll be coming back.
Oh boy. All right. Well, let's do our stars and wishes and then wrap it up for tonight. I was thinking like, oh, we got to give out XP, and I don't do that in this game.
We don't
so.
do that.
I know.
I love it.
Except it makes my job so much easier. Okay. Let's do stars and wishes. Who wants to go first?
I'll start. I want to give my star. Man, it's definitely 2. One to Sita just for that scene of like Carter's letting know Ty, relax. These are good people. Like that whole thing was just great because, and also it was like, it was this moment during that conversation where Carter was trying to express emotions in the best way possible, but he couldn't. And he's like, I really need you guys to jump in here and say something, because there are things I cannot express that I need you guys. And that was a really powerful scene. I really like, because something like that just like kind of like reached out and spoke to me personally, of like, because I have those moments of like, there are things I want to express, but I don't know how to express them. I need someone else to express them for me, and that's like a real feeling. Also, like Sid's commitment to the bit of holding the pins in her the safety pins in her mouth while she was doing everyone's costume. I loved that.
We love
It
prop
was
work.
very good.
It was
Good
very
prop work.
good. Like, it didn't dawn on me that's what you were doing. I'm like, oh, this is good.
I'm just glad I have a bunch of shit on my desk. So
Yeah.
it's all available. It's great.
My wish is I want Carter to find out who this Templar is. That's what I want. Also, I want to know if this is a damn ghost or a clone, or like some kind of like
Me too.
some kind of illusionary juju that's going on right now.
If it's
be
a
a spirit.
clone, that would be me going way off the rails for Dragon Age.
Suddenly we're
What?
Mass Effect.
I
have some thoughts, but we don't have time to talk about them right now.
But that's all I got.
Thank you, Wally. Who next?
I can go.
Go for
My
it.
star is for, and I quote, I wasn't on the roof. It's too hot for me to be up there. That's it. That was it.
Look, closer to the sky, closer to the sun.
I don't know why that got me. I know why that got me. It's like it was past 10 o'clock and I'm on a lot of painkillers right now. So that's probably why. But yeah,
The only way I'm ever funny.
past 10
mean-
o'clock and on painkillers. Hey!
I wasn't gonna say it.
No, it was great. And I enjoyed it very much. Thank you. My wish... I want to meet these higher ups. I want to know if they're baddie bads or if they're tortured souls or if they're just fucking goofballs. But yeah, I want to meet them. I want to meet them.
Those are the three characters that I put in any game.
The three genders: baddie bads, goody goods, or tortured souls.
What about goofballs?
Tag yourself.
What about
Yeah.
goofballs? Is goofballs one of them though?
Yeah. I put goofballs into tortured souls because
Okay.
come on, let's be honest.
Yeah, that sounds true. That's how we deal with our trauma.
Coping mechanisms.
Well, I promise you will meet them. For better or for worse.
I just want to
Disney.
see if I just want to know if the Grand Enchanter's hot. That's what I really. What I
Oh,
really
everyone's
know.
hot.
Of course she
good.
is.
Okay, good. Because I'm just getting like big mommy vibes from her. But no, that's just me.
I think that is just you.
I could make that happen.
Putting that down as my wish, big mommy enchantress.
Dan and Sita, who wants to
Oh,
finish
I'll
this?
go. I'll go. My star is gonna go specifically to Templar Garas. Because there was a moment there where you had started yelling, and I feel like Garas took over a little bit, and it got away from you a little bit, and it was so awesome. It was so perfect, and I love that you just went on that ride, and it was really funny. Also, my wish is I want us to be able to help Ty get some closure. He's having a hard time.
Yeah.
He's having a day.
Spoiler alert, it's Dragon Age. Everyone's having a
Yeah, no one's having an easy time. But that's my wish.
All right.
Okay.
See ya.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with my wish, and that's as much as I love the fact that Savvy and I share the same brain space, like the same two brain cells. I'd love to have access to my own brain cells sometimes when it's like picking a star. Because man, Garas. Like I think it was last session. I was like, I want to see more Garas, and then you just like did a whole thing where you're like, I'm gonna blow the expectations of my character out of the water. Loved it. It was killer. But since I can't specifically call that out, what I will do is second everybody. Because yeah, I laughed my ass off when Savvy was like, "Oh yeah, no, I wasn't on the roof," and it wasn't just the pins, but Yasmera's whole deal with just to the point. Like you're obviously the bookie. You're the what am I trying to say here?
The accountant.
Yeah, yeah. The bottom dollar keeper.
I have one job on this ship. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it, okay?
Not stupid. It's like power behind the throne, kind of important, actually.
It's like, so there's this one show I watched where there's a character who's just like Yasmera, and there was this whole episode where the workers were striking against the boss, and she said to me, "Look, she may be in charge, but really I'm the boss. You need something, you talk to me." And I feel like that's kind of like Yasmera's role is like, yeah, I like to let Garas think he's in charge, but really I'm the boss. So if you need anything, talk to me, kind of thing. I really like that about Yas.
Garas is literally being blackmailed by a 12-year-old right now,
Yeah.
so of course Garas is not
Yes,
the boss.
Garas is being bullied by a 12-year-old. All right.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I'm older than 12.
He's just the size of a 12-year-old.
Oh, I love it.
My wish is that we get out of this tower, obviously successfully and safely, but I would love if we could start a few proverbial fires on the way out. I think that's already kind of gonna happen, but I'm just saying, guys, it's okay. Let's.
We'll probably start at least one literal fire.
Oh yeah, that's
Have
that's
a little
that's-
ruckus.
I really feel like this tower is not being left unscathed by us.
Probably
Love
not.
it.
I mean, look, Eris is about to have access to an enchanter's office. He's gonna move everything 1 inch to the side.
Yeah, I expect y'all are gonna burn this fucker down on the way out.
I wouldn't hate having an opportunity to look that sergeant or maybe somebody more personal to Carter square in the eyes on the way out and be like, "I'm coming back for you," or something to that extent. Yeah, like, fuck you, I'm out.
Ooh. Love it. I can make all of your wishes come true. All of you.
We love to see it.
Thanks, Game Daddy.
I'll take it. We're gonna end our session here for today, though. Thank you everyone out there for watching and hanging out with us in the chat. And join us tomorrow for our next installment of Ward 47 at 5 o'clock Eastern time. We'll be playing some more Parslings. But we'll be continuing this game next week, come hell or high water. Thank you to my lovely players once again for being awesome and making this game a joy to run. And we will see you all in 1 week. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.
Par-delà le temps, la menace grandit. Si loin dans le silence, on entend ses cris. Par-delà les terres, son nom fait frémir. Préparez-vous, le néant arrive. Les légendes ne se trompent point.